bruv, you are having a bubble.
Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back to Flashback FIFA. Today we're going to be looking at Liverpool's team from 2005 that come back from 3-0 down and won the Champions League, which was awesome. I personally wanted to do the 09 team where they finished second, because this team in the league actually lost 14 games and finished 5th, which is pretty crazy seeing as they won the Champions League that year. But that was an amazing comeback, so I guess you guys wanted to see this team. But before we get started, if you're looking for cheap and reliable Ultimate Team coins, make sure you check out FIFAcoinstock.com. their link will be down in the description below. Instant service, so you get your coins pretty much straight away. But I like to say before we show any players or anything, these stats are taken from FIFA 07 because I can't go all the way back to FIFA 05, so I hope you guys understand that. And if you want to guess their stats from what they would have been in FIFA 05, make sure you leave a comment down below, and also leave suggestions on teams that I should cover in the next few episodes. And also, if you get this video to 600 likes before around 9 or 10 PM, I'll upload AC Milan's team from this exact same final. So if you want to see that, make sure you do hit that like button and let me know. But we'll move on to the Liverpool squad right now, and the first player we're going to look at is Vladimir Sweetzer, and this guy played for Liverpool for around 6 years, I do believe. Actually came on in the final, started on the bench. Also, I want to say this is a starting 11, so if some of the positions are wrong, you know, like you'll see a few in a minute, I'll explain them. It's because they started in that position on this Champions League final, so I hope you guys do understand that. But you know, Vladimir Sweetzer, that was his rating back in FIFA 07. Obviously I can't go back to his FIFA 05 rating, so if you want to leave what you thought his FIFA 05 rating would have been, make sure you leave a comment down below. But he's got some decent dribbling on him and some good passing. But next up we do have Haman, who also came on at half time during that final, and these were his stats in FIFA 07. Probably would have been higher in FIFA 05. An all-round great card, no stat lower than 73, which is pretty awesome. But the next bench player, Carson, we're just going to go through these bench players pretty quickly, by the way, because I'm sure you're more interested in the starting 11. But Carson was a goalkeeper, 80 handling and 72 rated back in FIFA 07. Pretty decent indeed. Dribbble Cisse, now look at that pace, ridiculous. 93 pace in his youth ages. He was ridiculously fast, apparently the fastest in the French national team, so he had pretty high pace, 78 rated. And yeah, he did come on again in that Champions League final from the bench in the dying minutes of that game. Liverpool were 3-0 down. That was ridiculous. But you know, if you want to go and watch that match, I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can check it out. But moving on to the starting 11 now, the people you actually want to see in this team. And in goal we do have Jerzy Dudek, the Polish goalkeeper. I believe he finished his last years of his career at Real Madrid. But you know, he was in that final absolutely amazing, saved a few penalties, I believe. I think it was 3, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was quite a lot of penalties to save, you know, in a penalty shootout. So he's regarded as a legend at Liverpool pretty much. But the right back now is Steve Finnan, the Republic of Ireland international, who played for Liverpool for 5 years, I believe, and those were his stats in FIFA 07. Probably would have been faster back in 05, because you know, EA like to reduce pace of players every single season as they get older. You know, that's just their ruling, I guess. But the first centre back is Sammy Hippier, and I remember this guy from, you know, back in the day. He was absolutely incredible for Liverpool, had immense heading, as you can see on his card stats, great defending. He weren't the fastest, but he was very, very tall, of course. I used to have this guy in my fantasy football team all the time. He used to get so many points. I believe he was one of the most expensive centre backs you could pretty much get back in the day. And yeah, he was a centre back starting in the final. Alongside him we do have the good old lad himself, Jamie Carragher. He's hilarious on Sky Sports with Gary Neville. I mean, it's hard to understand him at times, but I'm getting used to it right now. He's pretty funny. And yeah, him and Gary Neville always fighting between Liverpool and Man United, of course. But this guy has been at Liverpool for his whole professional career, only retired last season, 35 years of age. And look at them stats, just ridiculous stats on Jamie Carragher right there. I mean, he's got 74 pace, 88 defending and 89 heading. Probably in 05 he was rated even higher than that, because these are FIFA 07 stats. But yeah, moving on to the left back right now, Djimi Traoré is a silver card in FIFA 07, and yeah, those were his stats back in the day. 81 pace, 75 defending and 77 heading. He's still actually around today playing for the Seattle Sounders. I think he's playing for them anyway. I know he's in Ultimate Team as a centre back playing for them, and I'm pretty sure he scored a screamer for Seattle Sounders in the past couple of months or something. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on YouTube. If I can find that, I'll leave it down below in the description. But moving on to the right midfielder, well, he started at right midfield. He's usually a centre forward. It is Luis Garcia, another Liverpool legend, and those were his stats. Ridiculous dribbling, great shooting and great passing. Just an awesome card if that was a centre forward as well, but still awesome as a right midfield. He started as a right mid in that game, so that's why he's a right midfielder in this team. Please do remember that, guys. So the first centre mid is Shabby Alonso, another Liverpool legend. He's currently still at Real Madrid playing to this day, so yeah, apparently Liverpool fans want to see him back at the club. They would enjoy that. I mean, I'm sure they would. His passing is outstanding. That was his card stats in FIFA 07. 83 pace on him. That's just ridiculous, seeing as he's only got something like 53 pace this year. So yeah, that is pretty ridiculous, but you know, his stats are insane on this card. 3 stats at 79 being his lowest, which were his defending, heading and dribbling. But this guy scored the final third goal for Liverpool in that comeback victory. I think he missed a penalty at first, but then scored with the follow-up. So we'll move on now to the other midfielder, and look at them stats. 88 rated, Steven Gerrard, and this guy is obviously a legend for the English game for Liverpool. And yeah, those were his stats. Absolutely mental stats. Lowest stat being his defending at 76. I mean, 91 shooting. That pace is just mental. I don't think he was ever that fast, but those were his stats in FIFA 07. So just imagine what he was like in FIFA 05. But you know, that's just crazy. If that card was around today, I mean, I'd do anything to get my hands on it. Just an all-round amazing midfielder who can pretty much play anywhere on the pitch. So that is the legendary Steven Gerrard, still around today, of course. Hopefully he wins a league this season. We're going to have to see. He deserves a league title under his belt for sure. So moving on to the left midfielder, John Arisa started at left mid, and you can probably see his stats right now. 80 rated with 89 shot. Yes, 89 shot. Those were his stats in FIFA 07. Just absolutely ridiculous shooting. He's currently a silver, I think, at the moment, playing in the Barclays Premier League for Fulham. And you know, this guy's a legend at Liverpool, was known for his insane shooting and free kicks, so that's why his shot is 89 in FIFA 07. Just ridiculous. Also 86 passing and some decent defending for a left midfielder. Just would have been an awesome card to use, in my opinion. So we'll move on to the centre forward now, who is Harry Kewell. You know, I've got mixed feelings on this guy because he played for Galatasaray, and Leeds fans, we all know we hate Galatasaray for what they did to our fans. But you know, for Leeds, he was probably one of my childhood heroes back in the day. Just absolutely amazing to watch. So much flair on this guy. I mean, you know, he was the definition of the Rabona. He'll just perform it regularly. And he moved to Liverpool, was playing in that Champions League final. Of course, I know he was a left winger as his normal position, but he started in that final as a second striker. I think he got taken off in the 23rd minute, so he did play very little in that final. And this guy was an injury plagued player for sure. Got loads of injuries for Liverpool. Shame really, because he could have been something special. But moving on to the main player now, Millon Burrows was the striker in this team, and those were his stats in FIFA 07. 85 pace, 78 shot and 80 dribbling. Would have probably had 4-star skills as well. This guy played for Galatasaray, I believe, later on down the line too, but he was a striker in that team, of course. And yeah, I think he got taken off in the 85th minute for Jerzy Dudek in that final. And yeah, guys, that is the Liverpool team right there, the 2005 winning Champions League team. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to drop this video a like if you want to see the AC Milan version of this team, and I'll leave the link to this final in the description down below so you can watch it. Probably one of the best Champions League finals you're ever gonna see, comeback wise anyway. 3-0 down in the first half, and yeah, it was ridiculous. So drop the video a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you soon. Take care.